Well, we've had a lot of hail. I mean, we've had a number of events. You saw some of the video there from the Red Rocks event. Then we had several storms after that a few weeks back. So, and some have even made national headlines. Just hail pelting all of these roofs that you see in this video right here. And we even had some in early July as well, Spencer. It just didn't seem to want to stop.
And it doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon, right? Well, if your home or your property was impacted by some of that hail, you might have been scrambling to find a trustworthy company who can really help you with those repairs. Well, we want to introduce you to someone really special, the GDC here, 303 Roofer. They're a trusted company right here in Colorado. And Chris Kane, he's the owner. He's in studio today. Chris, you just told us a wild story about a client that signed a contract and shouldn't have. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, so I just urge your viewers to not sign anything unless they know what they're signing. Read what you're signing, but sometimes people, they're getting tricky where they'll just have you sign on a tablet, but you don't actually see what you're signing. So I would just tell people there's no reason to sign anything unless you can read it and you're comfortable with signing. In this case, it was actually, so it was a customer from a real estate agent that I know, Maria Gallucci. She deals in the ASL community. Her clients are primarily the deaf and hard of hearing. We had a contract with this couple to do their roof, and all of a sudden one day their roof started getting done, and they called Maria. Maria calls me and says, you know, why did you not let her know what was being scheduled? Long and short, someone else was on the roof, tearing it off.
Not related to you.
Not related to us.
Yeah.
We go out there, tell them, get off this roof. They say, well, we have a contract. Let me see the contract. They produce this contract. The homeowners thought they were just signing to allow them to get on the roof to see if they actually had hail damage. So it was luckily within 3 days, and there is a 3-day or 72-hour right of rescission. So we just had them rescind and said, just get off. You're trespassing, you're not supposed to be here. But there's so many ways that these, storm chasers, that's what we call them, that come in when there's storms in any state. And now that we've been having storms lately, they're knocking on your door. Don't sign anything, please, please, please. Just don't sign anything. Until you're ready. Read it. If you're comfortable, then go ahead and sign. Sure, no problem. And definitely don't pay anything up front. Wait until the roof is done. There's no reason to pay anything in advance.
Good
You've
advice
said
right there.
that so many times to us. You don't, because you have these accounts with these places. You get your materials. There's no reason to pay all of it up front, right?
Exactly. So we have a 30-day net with our supplier. If you're doing an insurance claim, we'll wait until you get your money from insurance. We'll work with you. You don't have to pay the day it's done either. Make sure that it's done. Make sure you're happy. Make sure that a permit was pulled and it passes inspection. Ask to see a copy of it. Don't just take someone's word for it, because a lot of people, they'll say, oh yeah, sure, no, we pulled a permit. Now it's getting a little funky, so sometimes you have to take a picture on the screen because everything's online now, or we can give them login information to go and look themselves. But it is important, just be a proactive homeowner. Be in control. Don't let someone control the situation for you. And again, there's contingency agreements that people want you to sign. There's contracts that people want you to sign. Let us get on your roof, but we have to have you sign it before we're allowed to. No, forget it. If I just say, then don't get on my roof. I'll find someone else that can take a look at it. Just don't sign anything unless you read it. And again, people are hiding it on the tablet. You can't see it all the time.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what we're pushing today. We've talked about so many different topics with you and 303 Roofer, but one thing I wanted to ask is, do you have to be licensed and carry insurance to replace a roof in the first place?
To pull a permit, yes.
To pull a permit?
Yes. So a lot of people will just do your roof.
Yeah.
They won't pull a permit.
No questions asked.
And so
Come on the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And then because if
Scary.
during the week people are from the city and the county, they're driving around, they're checking on jobs, and if they see someone on a roof and there's not a permit, then they'll stop that work. There are some counties and cities though that don't necessarily check your licensing and check your insurance. So I would just make sure that your contractor that you hire does have insurance and does have a license and can provide proof of that.
Okay, so be mindful. Due
Yes.
diligence is a thing.
Always.
Yes.
So
Chris,
we talk about the D's. Due diligence
Yes.
is one of them. Know what your deductible is. Decide if you have hail. Determine if you want to file a claim. There's all these things that go into being just a smart homeowner and being in control. Again, don't let someone else control this process for you. Be involved. Know what you're doing so that it's your money. I know it comes from insurance, but it's still your money.
Right, absolutely. Well, as I had mentioned, we have a lot of different videos, topics with Chris online at kwgn.com. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming in studio. We really appreciate you. Yeah. All right, here's that information for you. 303 Roofer is offering free roof inspections with no pressure today. Give them a call right now. That number's on your screen, 303-390-1382, or you can learn more online at 303roofer.com.
Again, Chris and the team at 303 Roofer loves our seniors and military members, so they're offering $500 off any full roof replacement for them. This is also for all viewers as well out there. You just mentioned Great Day Colorado and you get $500 off. It's great. Thanks again to 303 Roofer for sponsoring this segment.